Greetings and salutations, friends. 'Tis I, Saint Uther, the benevolent overseer of this campaign here. I am joined tonight again by my wonderful friends Ambrosia Hartnett and The Warsman. How are you doing this evening, my fine friends?
Benevolent, he says.
Hey. What, do you want me to be malevolent?
No.
I mean, I could go from benevolent to malevolent. Or more so.
You would lose more viewers that way. Oh, no, wait, that's right, there are no viewers.
I mean, whatever. I mean, sometimes there might be a viewer or two. No, you never know.
Yes, when some poor besotted fool ends up being so utterly bored.
Hey, that's how sometimes you find the right... Hey, that's how you stumble on some cool stuff on the internet. You get uberly bored. I had this conversation earlier with a student. No, I totally had this conversation with a student earlier when she was telling me, oh, she found some really good comic that... I can't remember what she was talking about off the top of my head, but she said she found this really cool comic when she was really bored one day on the internet and just started poking around. I'm like, okay, those are fun times, but sometimes you can get into a lot of trouble. You gotta be careful where and how deep you poke. She's like, oh yeah, I know, I've been scarred by the internet. I'm like, girl, you're too young to be scarred by the internet. You don't know scars yet.
Yeah. She would have had to seriously stumble somewhere very dark.
Or at least dark by her standards. You know, that's I'm like, what's the unit measurement? But anyways, tangents aside. So let's continue off where we left off. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yes, 2 weeks ago. The group had finally come when we reassembled last time. The group had come to the front of the Super Duper Mart on, an advertisement or, a hunch of some sort. Upon entering, you guys have found that this place is currently being well-stocked. Well, not well-stocked, but it's being restocked by a bunch of Mr. Handys. And you were granted an interview with the boss, or just boss, for short. You went in the back for an interview because this person is hiring more peoples. Met the man, very short, maybe physically in stature as well, as well as talkative for the most part. And he gave you guys employment, basic right now. It's like, all right, you guys are working, just grunt work basically. Restock, make sure things are, whatever's broken is fixed. And any other odd jobs he might give you down the road right now. At least you guys are playing cautiously because you're not sure what to make of this guy. It's like, is this guy legit? Or is this guy a piece of crap? Don't know yet. Haven't made your minds up yet. At least you're not murder hobos. Yet. Well, in order to be... Well, hang on.
Hobos.
I was going to say, well, in order to be hobos, you have to have no home, which you do have a home, and that's why you're on this quest, because you're trying to defend it. But,
He has a point.
Yes, but semantics aside, let's continue where we left off. Last time we left off real fast, Doc had, kneecaps, you were restocking, putting things where they were organizing shelves and crates and boxes and stuff, while skimming a few items where no one's looking. And Doc, on the other hand, was fixing up the Mr. Handys, or at least one of the Mr. Handys, and managed to reprogram one of them so that they would recognize her as the primary boss, as the boss above the boss. So, boss. And then that way boss wouldn't be suspicious. Because they'll still follow boss's orders, but if Doc, on the other hand, gives the order, well, Doc is boss. Boss is just boss. We take boss orders. And that's a lot of time saying boss, so we're going to move on. Anyways, take it away, my friends. How do we want to continue our adventure?
Well, by this point, I should be done fiddling with the shells and whatnot. What's next on the docket?
Well, unless Doc wants to go and reactivate the other Mr. Handy.
What the fuck?
Okay. Go over and start tinkering with it.
Meantime, I'm going to investigate the corpses that are over here in the room.
And they're just generic corpses. These are the poor schmucks who used to work here. You know, kind of haven't been cleaned out yet.
And knowing this raider guy, more than likely he's already sifted through them to see if there's anything of value. So more than likely he's just junk.
Well, 99% of the time in Fallout, if you find a pre-war corpse, there's not much. There's like nothing on them in most cases, because pre-war corpse, or not pre-war corpse. It would be war corpse at that point. Anyways. All right, Doc, so if you want to fix up that other handy, that's going to be an intelligence repair check. That's a success. Okay, so let me look at the amount you repair again. I think it's a set amount. Let me look it up again real fast. To my screen. Repair. Okay, yeah, so it would be your intelligence plus your repair skill, which in this case is 8. Oh wait, that's the check. That's what. Okay, repair. So it's 4 plus. Yeah, so that would be. Yeah, that would be. All right, there we go. All right, so this handy is almost fully functional. It's, it's got 2/3 of its function, literally. So it could be the half-assed or quarter or 3/4 of an ass employee, unless you want to function, beef it back up all the way. Like, no slackers. So if you want to reactivate it, just say the word. If you want to hit it, if you want to smack it again with your wrench and tools, go for it.
Yeah, what the heck.
Okay, success. And that will bring it back up to full health. Alright, both handies have been reprogrammed and are fully functional. Would you like to activate this guy, or just gonna let him sit there for a moment?
Activate him.
Alright. You hear the whirring and the humming of restart. Ah! Good as new! What are your orders, madam?
Brain fart. What was I supposed to have them doing again?
If I remember correctly, I think you were reprogrammed to see if they have any information on, Boss Man, and just in case things go south, at least you have 2 allies you can rely on. Beyond that, once you fix them up, you're supposed to tell them to resume their normal duties.
Okay. Brain functionality reduced.
No! Brain functionality increase, not reduce.
Okay, since I pretty much got all the intel out of the first one that I could, I will just have them go about their daily duties.
Okay. You will tell them that. Ah, excellent. We'll resume standard orders. Now, we'll continue standard programming. Since you have finished your tasks, I suggest you report to the boss man and let him know that you have done a jolly good job. If there's anything else you require, please consult one up. Please come seek us out. Good day. And the handies will go about their work restocking and doing everything else they need to do. So, you guys have been given you guys have finished your basic tasks, and the handy has suggested, hey, go talk to the boss man to report on a job well done.
All right, then off we go.
All right.
La 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 la
La
la
la
la
la la la la la la la la la. This is not the
The
Addams
Addams family.
family. Yes, we all chimed in on that. Shows our age here somewhat, right? Anyways, all right. So the group go back into the boss's office. And the boss will see you guys coming through the door. Ah, you guys are back. You guys is back already. You done with those tasks I gave you?
Everything's fixed up back there for the most part.
All fixed up then. Back to work.
Ah, you guys does good work. Might be worth having you here as permanent hires. All right, you passed your first test, and you also exceeded my expectations, and that's not easy to do. So I'll give you guys a little treat here. He'll hand you he'll toss Doc, because she's closer to him. She'll toss Doc a small container with the label caps on it. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, so yeah, Doc will crack it open and look at it, right? To see. He's like, oh, okay. All right, you notice there's about, let's see, let me roll some dice here. Let's go with, where's my D4? Come here, you. No, not the D8, D4. Go back in your case. All right.
Why don't you just roll one that's already in the T20?
Okay, there we go. So, 2 D20s. We'll go with that. Oops. There we go. All right, so that's the amount. So there's 39 caps inside of the container. So that'll add that to Doc's. Whoops, wrong thing. Not that. It's that. There we go. Boop, boop. Let me add that into your. So 39 caps on top of 177. Let me do the quick math here. 39. Ah, you're 216. All right, so that job's completed now. If you like that, there's more where that came from. I've got some more work for yous. If you're up for it. Because so far you lot's proven that you was trustworthy.
And what would that work be, boss?
I need you to go check in with my sister. See if she has any other tasks for you right now. She's down in the air. She's over. Basically points over that way. She's over there in the bathroom areas.
All right, we'll go take a look and see what's going on with her.
Alright.
Oh, see, out of character real quick.
Yes.
Ambrosia, prepare for a boss fight, just in case.
Alright.
If my mental cylinders are functioning enough.
We'll see.
Trust me, I'm running at half capacity myself right now.
We'll get through this as a team.
Well, if you hear a face smacking into a keyboard, you'll know what happened.
Anyways, alright. So, go check. No, that's something else. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, I know what that is. Anyways, no, notification is something else. Anyways, alright, so. But yeah, check in with my brother and check in with my sister, actually. See if they have anything else they need. I don't have anything else at the moment for you. But give it some time, something else might come up. Alright? What are you waiting around here for? Get a move on.
There you
All right, we're going.
All right, so who did you want to help out first? The sister or the brother?
Guess I'll go with the sister.
Good choice. All right. So she's over in the bathrooms, which are over here.
And away we go.
Let me open those doors for you. Whoops. There we go. All right, so the group will move around the corners, and you have located the bathrooms. I'll just move you guys over there. Oops, that's the handy, not Jeff. All right, you see, as you pass the first bathroom, you'll see a couple of dogs. You know, just kind of meandering about. One of them's sleeping, the other one's, you know, moving about. You don't see any person, so you check the secondary bathroom. Sure enough, there you are. You'll see her tending to one of the other dogs that she has. She does not notice you yet. How will you guys approach?
I'm guessing she's in the ladies' bathroom. I'm gonna let Ambrosia handle this.
It's the post-apocalyptic world, man. In fact, they're using these bathrooms as basically like kennels. So they're not in the bathroom proper. I mean, again, like I said, this is the wasteland too, dude. You know, if you need to go, you just go somewhere. Probably in an outhouse.
Fair enough. All right, looks like I'm going in. Hello? Hello?
Ah, who is you?
New hires?
You got names?
I'm Kneecaps, and that's Doc.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Nichols. What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
The question more, what can we do for you?
Yep, the boss asked us to check in on with you to see if there's anything that needs to be done.
Ah, boss man sent you. Awesome. I could use a little help over here. I could use a couple of hands, and not the handy kinds either. Some actual people hands for a change.
Good. What you need?
Well, my primary job over here is to help take care of our dogs. Now, most of them is okay. Every now and again, a few of them get a little under the weather. This one here seems to have got a little scratched up on our last excursion. No, not that she won't pull through, but I hate seeing her in pain like this.
No good canine will be injured. Pulls out medical bag. Let's get to patching.
Ah, you got some trainings, huh?
Yep.
Well, I could. She sees Jeff and notices you have a companion too. Ah, you're dog girl too, huh? All right. You've got my vote of confidence, so you think you can help out? Go ahead. I'll keep a close eye.
Do the best I can.
All right, medical check, intelligence, and medicine.
What do you want me to do?
Or first aid. I mean, unless you was better with animals than her, you know, just stick around. Ooh. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I'll keep watch. I'm no good with fixing stuff. I'm usually into breaking.
Well, you might get along well with my brother then.
I try, but he rubs me the wrong way. But hey, if the pay's good.
No, not boss. My other brother. Boss is boss is our big brother. My other brother, he likes to break things. Anyways, okay. While that conversation was going on, Doc was busy tending to the little doggo, and
She just insists. Like, oh no.
okay. Well, we'll play this off this way. So, you will tend to her, and there's not going to be any kind of negative on that one. So, yes, you've successfully tended the dog. She'll be all patched up and all good to go. But initially, when you approached her, she was a little hesitant of strangers. More so since you also have a dog with you, too. She smells the dog on you and nipped at your finger. Like, ah. And kind of nipped at your hand a little bit. Nothing serious, just like, ow! Of course, you took it in stride since you're, tending to an unknown animal, and you're an unknown person, you understand. It's like, okay, you didn't flinch, you didn't wince, you just, it's like, ow, it's like, bite. And you just reassured them to gain their trust. And sure enough, it was successful. You did gain the dog's trust and were able to tend to it successfully. It's like, okay, it's not the first time I've been bitten by a dog, but it wasn't a vicious bite like they're trying to rip your throat out. It was just more of a snap. It's like, don't know you. Can I trust you? Oh, you are nice. Okay, I trust you. And then Nichols will notice you proclaim that, okay, all done. She'll be good as new. Just needs to take it easy for a few days. It's like, oh wow, you gotta show me a couple of, if you ever got some time, you need to show me a few tricks or two. You handled that lickety split. Also,
when you get used to treating people while bullets are flying, you will learn fast.
Well, that's true, all right. I can't remember the last time I seen these dogs so accepting of others. If she trusts you, you seem trustworthy. If she trusts you, I trust you too. Afraid that's about all I need.
Small smiley.
Yes, you've earned the dog's trust and her trust as well. So, alright. Well, that's about all I needs over here. I suggest go checking in with my other brother. He should be in that employee lounge area eating something.
We'll check in with him in a sec. But, Nichols, a question if you don't mind me asking.
Ah, sure, go ahead. What you need?
So, the boss over there is your older brother, right?
Yep. We've been looking out for each other he's been looking out for us ever since we were kids.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Been rough out there, huh?
I mean, you try surviving out there. Sometimes it's hard to survive by your lonesome. That's why it's better to survive in numbers.
I've seen my fair share.
What was that,
Got
dear?
a lot of things I'm not proud of.
Hang on. Say again, dear?
During parts of this conversation, you just see Doc in the background. Facepalm. Whack!
But anyways.
I've seen my fair share of shit out there. Done a few things I'm genuinely not proud of, and a few others I quite am.
That's life out in the wastelands. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
True. Maybe if people learned to work together a little better here and there, be able to eke out a better living in the long run, rather than thinking short term.
Yeah, well, finding trustworthy people sometimes ain't so easy. Especially when
Here's the thing.
Go on.
Here's the thing, Nichols.
Okay.
If we get a chance to, talk with me later, and I'll let you in on the up and up. But I leave that up to you. You do what you gotta.
Alright.
Come on, Doc. Let's go see what the other brother wanted.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so you helped out Nichols. Now, to go
Out
help...
of character.
Hmm.
Out of character. Kneecaps is trying to sow the seeds of doubt of staying as Raiders and try to get them as higher-ons.
Alright.
And chances are this is going to blow up in his face too.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's given his approach why Doc is like, facepalm. It's like, blunt to the brick. Work on that.
Anyways, so now the group should go talk to the younger brother, Dime.
Alright, where is the other brother?
He's over here. Also,
Alright, and away we go.
did you notice the names?
Nichols and Dime. What, is the eldest called Dollar or Penny?
No, he's just boss.
Fair enough.
And that's the name he goes by.
Alright, we're going to go speak with Dime real quick then.
Alright. Nichols and Dime. Alright, so the group will do that. Let me just grab you guys and drop you over there. Bloop.
God.
Alright. Dime is currently taking a nap right now at the table.
Wouldn't want to disturb.
Over.
Wouldn't want to be rude.
And poke him. Wiki.
Doc, no!
Poke.
Alright, he wakes up and like, and starts swinging his club around like,
You
Oh,
just see
see-
Doc just go down into a little ball.
See? This is why I like knocking.
What do you
Alright,
It's not fun to
What do you-
just
what do you guys-
knock.
What do you guys want? What you doing here?
easy there, Dime. Easy there. Your sister Nichols sent us over here. We're working for the boss.
Oh, you guys are the new hires. Oh, that's right. You the ones that came
Yes,
in
sir.
a little while ago.
Yes, sir. Alright, and Nichols told us to take a look at you and see what we can offer to help.
You like breaking things. So what needs breaking?
Straight to the point. I like that. Well, there's that big trailer that's in the back. You might have seen it, yeah?
Something like that.
Yeah. No matter how hard I bash on that door, it won't crack open. There ain't no keys, no nothing around here. So, you think you've got the muscles to break through it and see what's inside?
When there's a way.
Kneecaps, tries to make a big show of thinking hard before snapping his fingers. Wait a minute, I got it. Son, you ain't thinking right with the right tools. Allow me to introduce you my old friend, Frosses the Tire Iron. And Kneecap will immediately whip out the X-Tire Iron that he has in his bag. Maybe this humdinger will rip that bad boy open.
Not their spoon.
That might work. It's like, yeah, that might work. Because I've been bashing on it with this here club for a while, and I ain't doing nothing but just dinging it up.
Come with me, boy. You're gonna see something fun. And if
Alright.
this don't work, well, I got something even crazier to try.
I like your style. Let's go. So with that, the group will go back to the warehouse. Dime.
Oh, see, you said trailer. You said locked door. I immediately went into my bag to see if I still had that tire iron.
And I don't know why, but currently my brain is having Doc channel Harley Quinn.
Oh God. I love where we're going with this. And again, again, not speaking as a DM primarily, but Yeah, I did not plan any of this until after last session. I started letting it brew a little bit more in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna roll with this and add a few more things, and then we'll see how things turn out.
And hope that my personality will literally have Doc's personality jumping all the way around. So, woo.
So
Rule number 1 of DMing, my friend: always prepare for when your players come up with off-the-wall ideas.
Well, no, see, I don't prepare
Or just
because
don't prepare, period.
well, see, I don't prepare. I just roll with it, literally. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with it, and then based on what you guys have kind of
put pieces down and say, go.
yeah. See, like I said last time, and like I'll reiterate again real fast before we continue with the scene. I have a general framework of where I want to go with things. You know, like I said, A, B, or C. You guys came up with J all of a sudden. I'm like, you know what? I like where J is going. We still might end up at A, B, or C, but I'm going to develop J. And maybe we'll go into A, B, C, or J, or maybe we'll skew off into Q. Who knows? But again, I have a general framework, and like I said, I kind of added a little bit more to this path we're taking. We might skew off into another path or keep on this one. We'll see. Anyways, back to character and everything. Alright. So, Dime, with his trusty clubs, like, see, look, I've been working on this thing every chance I get. You know, trying everything I can without actually trying to, you know, without shy of using anything high explosives or anything. But, you know, or anything ballistic, because, you know, for all we know, there could be a lot of goodies in here. But can't get through. Hence why I've been trying to bash at it. Ain't no lock, ain't no key, ain't no nothing. Just, it's jammed up.
Let me see that. All right, what do I have to roll in order to find some sort of seam?
At least perception. But
I'm looking for like the seams of a door.
Yeah,
right?
Or something.
I get you. Let me see here. It's gonna be perception for sure because that's using your peepers. You know what? I'll say survival. Survival. Do a survival and perception roll.
Oh, I don't think ribs are supposed to pop that way.
Success. Okay. You managed to find maybe not a seam, but you do find a spot that's a little weaker than the rest. Maybe it's from the bashing that Dime's been doing to it, or something else. But it does look different.
All right, let me see here. What do we got? Dime, take a look at this.
What? What am I looking at? I'm looking at
All
dents.
I know, but looky here. Kneecast will immediately tap around the area. Now, you hear that? You hear that? When you hear like a very, how can I say this? Like a solid thump whenever you tap it, that means there's at least a couple of inches worth of thick steel. But notice here, you see this dent right here? Let me give it a tap. You hear how hollow that is?
Time out for a second. I noticed when you said looky here, you kind of went into the accent I've been using. Their accent's rubbing off on you. Oh, sorry.
So,
Couldn't help it.
you get it?
Ambrosia's just laughing right now, dying over there. You
Calm
okay,
down, calm down. Everything will be okie dokie.
You okay, my dude?
Oh,
All right. Oh, I'm having a great time. Let's keep going. So, anyways, yeah. So back up. Yeah. You see this area, how it's thinner, how the you were saying the area is thinner. It's got a lighter ping to it. Yeah.
A hollow ping, rather.
Low ping, whatever. Yeah. I hear it. What does that mean?
That means something real simple. This here is either weaker, it's hiding a lock mechanism, or is made paper thin. In which case, we bring my buddy Cross. Stand back.
All right.
In which case, Kneecast will guide Doc and Dime to step away from the area just a little bit,
Which they do.
outside of swinging distance.
Then you
Bring up
hear
the tire
Doc
iron.
back. Batter up.
And let's see, he'll bring out the tire iron, and very gingerly try to wedge the what's it called? The curved end into the seam where the dent is.
Okay.
And I want to say that's going to be an athletic strength check.
Yes, it would be. You are correct. Mostly correct. Absolute success. So with either brute strength or some dexterity of some sort, you manage to create an even bigger gap. You manage to abuse the gap that you found, a little small dent, and with great force and strain, you feel it give way. Clunk.
Ooh, jackpot. Dime, get your ass over here. Help me wedge this bad boy open.
Actually, I should have done that, but yeah, there we go. Locked. Okay, there we go. Dime. All right. What you got? All right,
this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go on the inside of the tire iron, and I'm going to push. I want you on the outside and push just as hard as I can. On 3. A 1.
Okay, I got
2.
1, 2.
Swing for the fences.
And the two of you successfully cling it open. And
now, here's an important question.
Yes.
Did my tire iron survive?
Yes, it did.
All right, and back into the bag it goes. Let's see what sort of loot we got.
And inside the trailer is filled with Nuka-Cola. Bottles and bottles of cola.
Does it feel like it was preserved cold, or is it just like room temp?
Oh no, it's room temp, dude.
Tip pops on the doorway.
Hey,
Woo! Sugar rush!
Well, Bartley knows how long these have withstood the test of time, but it could be good, could be bad. Let's go take a look.
Alright, so you go inside the trailer, you start poking around at the crates of Nuka-Cola, and that's different. Normally Nuka-Cola's, brown. These bottles ain't brown. These colas
What color are they?
They're bright neon blue.
Wait, I know this. Isn't there like an alternate flavor of Nuka-Cola?
Out of trailer.
Hang on, what's that, my dear?
Right after shouting sugar rush, looks around, notices color, takes a few steps away from the trailer. Like, nope. Give me that sugar rush.
Okay, no, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's not okay. So if you have a green, that's a different color. That's a different story. That'd be radioactive. Well, everything basically at this point is radioactive, but not lethal or anything like that. No, you both know what this is. Your characters both know, and that's why you're like, wait a minute, holy crap! You guys have just stumbled onto an entire trailer of Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Okay, and what's that to those of us who don't play Fallout to begin with?
Okay, yeah, sorry. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Nuka-Cola Quantum was the I can't remember if it was the new flavor that came out right before the war. Basically, it's rarer because there's not much of it. Nuka-Cola's every freaking where. The other flavors are a little less common, but they're still there. Nuka-Cola Quantum, on the other hand, is the rarer of not the most rare. I'd probably say it probably is rarer, but I think you'll find one Quantum for like every 10 or 20 bottles of regular. So it's scarcer. And the difference of Nuka-Cola Quantum is it's worth more because, well, it's rarer. But if I remember correctly, let me see here. Hang on. Q-U-A-N-T. Nuka-Cola Quantum. What does it do exactly? Let's see here. Oh, yes. Nuka-Cola Quantum. It will heal you for 10 health upon drinking it. It will immediately give you 5 AP upon consumption. And it does cause 1 possible radiation. Oh, and it's also, well, I mean, like all things, like Nuka-Cola in general, Nuka-Cola is slightly addictive. Just like everything else, because, like, sugar, need more. But that's the thing about it. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Nuka-Cola Quantum is a decent healing item. It's a pretty good healing item, and it's also a pretty dang good, boost. Gives you that energy boost. But no crash, really. So you guys stumbled onto a hell of a bunch of potential healing / hey, you need that little pick-me-up in battle.
How much are we talking? Like, how many?
You know what? I'm gonna go to the real world for this one real fast here. What is about how many? Let's see here. Let me ask our friend Google. Let's see here.
Is it our friend though?
Maybe.
Or is it our sweet, sweet addiction?
Maybe.
Not anymore this day and age.
Yeah, no, I think that only counts to internet in general.
Let me see here. So let's see here. Standard real life semi trailer can hold potentially about 100,000 bottles. 20-ounce cans. So
Ain't no way we got that damn lucky.
well, I mean that's real life, dude. So let's see here. You know what? I'm just gonna say half that. So it's like, let's say 50K. There's 50K bottles of soda in this damn thing. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. We'll do this. We'll say 75K is regular cola, and the rest of it is the 25 is what you call it? Quantum.
All right, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Is Nuka-Cola in any way, shape, or form flammable?
But we need a Nuka-Cola Molotov.
Not what I was thinking,
hang on. Well, it's not flammable per se. However, let me consult my notes because I think there is a weapon for it. Where is my spreadsheet of all the informations? Explosives. There it is. Okay. There is a Nuka grenade. Explosive weapon that you can make that does require you to have, some materials, including some Nuka-Cola Quantum. So, yeah.
Okay, so in short, with or without turning it into a weapon, the Nuka-Cola could still go kaboom under the right circumstances.
Not necessarily. In order to make the Nuka-Cola Quantum, the Nuka grenade, you do need to add some extra junk to it. It's not explosive on its own. It's just soda for the most part. It's not explosive, dude.
Right.
It's not that volatile. This is
right.
This is a soft drink. We're not talking about a whole trailer full of friggin' nitroglycerin.
All right, there goes that idea. Never mind. All right, let me explain. See, the reason why I ask is because this can go really, really good or extremely horrible. My idea was that I wanted to ask if Ambrosia still had any explosives on her to begin with, because if she did, we could
blow the trailer.
I was going to try and we could blow the trailer up as a threat in order to screw them over the potential profits they could make. Because with this, we now have a bargaining chip.
Okay, well. But, upon your discovery, Dime is just like, holy crap! I think we just hit the mother lode! I gotta go tell Bros.
Whoa. Hold on. Ixnay.
He's already gone, dude.
Damn it.
Yeah, he looked, he bolted.
He's already gone, man. He's already gone straight to the boss.
Let's just follow him.
With a smile on his face.
Let's just follow him and go get Nichols while we have the chance. God damn it all so much.
All right. Well, cause yeah, you turn to tell him like, well, slow down. He's already gone. It's like, so you turn to Doc like, now what?
Shrugs, go with the flow.
I suppose, but this wasn't the idea I had in mind.
Maybe. But no plan survives contact with the enemy.
Fair point. Let's go see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so with that, the group will then go back to the office of Boss. When you enter the office, you hear, Dime telling his brother, wait, let me get this straight. It's full of what now? Yeah, that's right, it's full of cola. It's full of Nuka-Cola. Crates and crates of stuff, man. You know what that means? We got a large supply of this stuff here. We could make out here and just keep to ourselves. He leans back in his chair thinking real fast, like,
Hey, did Dime tell you what happened?
Yeah, he told me you guys cracked open that trailer and found it full of cola. Not just any kind of cola, but there's a whole supply of quantum in there too. You don't gotta be, even an idiot could tell you that quantums is worth quite a bit of caps. So we're sitting on we're sitting on a potential gold mine here.
Yep, it's worth a lot of scratch if you think about it.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, but also factor into this too. That back there is a double-edged sword.
Nah.
You can think about it. Yeah, a lot of caps, a lot of money. Good for the short term. What happens when the local assholes go and try to take it for themselves?
Well, that's why they're pretty well dug in here with the turrets and the bots and stuff. But he's like, I see your point. Our little small time operation just potentially got big time.
Mm-hmm. So what are you gonna do about it, boss?
I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta look out for my family. I gotta look out for my brother and my sister. Oh, yeah, we should probably get Nichols in here too. He'll hit a button on the intercom. Hey, Nichols, get your butt over here. We got to talk. Our new friends is in here too. We found something big. Get your butt in here. After a few minutes, he's like, just give me a minute. Yeah, wait for Nix.
Yes, sir.
And then after a few more minutes, Nichols will come in. Yeah, I came as fast as I could. What's going on, bro? What'd we find? Spill the beans already.
May I, sir?
Sure, go ahead.
That trailer your brother was beating down for the past few days contained the mother load of all Nuka-Cola.
You serious?
Loads upon loads of it, and there is quite a bit of quantum in there too.
Bro, you know what that means? That means we don't have to scrounge around anymore. We actually have a bargaining chip. We can go legit completely.
Nikas is slowly smiling. He likes where this is going.
Yeah, I figured as much.
All right.
So yeah, boss is thinking. He's like, oh, hang on, damn it, hit the mute button real fast on my thing. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so, Nix, you does raise a good point.
Nikas will turn over to Doc. Should we tell him?
Tell me what? You guys got some ideas? I'm all ears right now.
Indeed we do. But again, Doc, should we tell them or no?
They want to go legit? I'd say it's a great opportunity for both sides.
Alrighty then here's the thing. Boss, Dime, Nickel. I know you three have been fighting tooth and nail just to live out here in the wastelands. Am I right?
Yeah, we've been through some tough times, but we've done it as the three of us. We've had each other's backs.
Okay, here's the thing. Have you ever heard of a place called the Starlight Rest Stop?
Oh yeah, that's that other place down the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. Let me be frank. I'm going to tell the truth. Kneecaps will also raise his hands up in a gesture of good faith.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get in between you or your family whatsoever. All right? What you have here is nice and all. You found it, you claimed it, fine. Not looking for a cut, not looking for anything. But Doc and I work for the Starlight Rest Stop.
We liaison.
Yep.
Good point, actually, dear. I like that. It's like,
yep.
right.
And as it stands, we got word of this place from one of those little advertiser bots outside. Now here's the thing. The lady who runs the rest stop is a good friend of mine. She's been having supply issues, shall we say.
Oh yeah, what kind of supply issues?
All kinds.
Boss
Food.
Boss chimed in. No, that's what he's saying. Sorry, that was Boss who's asking the question. Yeah, what kind of supply issues?
All kinds. Food, ammo, meds, drinks, the whole 9 yards. Now here's the thing. If you allow me, I can send word to Abby to let her know of a possible business proposition. She makes caps, you make caps. You get security to look out for your kid sister and kid brother. They get more supplies and put themselves on the map. Strength in numbers. And to top it off, that'll also get you a foot into the town of Winchester. They need all the help they can get, and this would be mighty fine for them. You can make quite a few simoleons with this. And if they scratch you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. Simple as. Good folk, clean folk. Take no shit from scum anywhere. Think long and hard.
Yeah, okay, so so here are the crossroads now, because here's where we're gonna go. So Boss is kind of in the middle. Nickels and Dime are gonna have different opinions on this one, but it's gonna be his decision and maybe yours too. Hang on. So here's where we're at. I like the way you guys went with this, and it's like, okay, let's do this. Here's how we're gonna do this. So it's like, come on, bro. It'd be nice to go legit, and that way we can, actually have a thriving business. We wouldn't have to scrounge as much anymore. We could be an actual business. Joining up with the Starlight. Have actual caravan supplies, be part of a big network. I think we should go that way. What do you think, Dime? I don't know, maybe, but at the same time, leaving all this behind and finding a nice quiet life at that there Winchester, he said, that sounds like a good life too, but I don't know. What do you think, brother? So our choices are either, let's see. So I'm left with two choices. Either we join the Starlights and become a legit business, or maybe leave this whole life behind and just live a quiet life. That's what I'm hearing for you two, yeah?
Essentially, yes.
What do you guys think? So now this is your turn. Now here's your fork road now. Either have him join the Starlights, the Starlight Caravans, and become part of the business, or have them, like, give this up and, just become part of your guys' town. Go to Winchester. There's your fork.
Sam, damn, so it can't be both.
Nope. We're gonna choose one or the other. So either you're gonna help,
like pondering, and then out loud you said, "Oh, if you go to Winchester, you could do what we did and just liaison out to as individuals to work with other groups."
It could get you in with the Starlights too.
Right, so, okay, here's how it stands. So there is that kind of middle ground, but it's which one do they want more first? Do they want to live the actual quiet life and have a decent living? And then potentially maybe work their way into the Starlights and work their way up? Or do you go into the Starlights hard with a high business, with a big bargaining chip, but then let the quiet life come later, maybe? See, there's the trade-off. There's the trade-off. It's like, yeah. Because like you also point out, too, it's only a matter of time before people catch wind of this pile that they're sitting on right now. So it's like, Plus, what do we do with the pile? Do you take it to Winchester and, now people have lots of soda and cola and stuff? Or, sell it, or, go into business with Starlight? Like,
Might be better to have him go into business with Starlight and then act as the middleman towards Winchester.
I was going to say that too. An honest day's work goes a long way.
So you want them to go into business to become a legit business, or do you want them to go
have them present themselves as legit business persons headed toward the Starlight? Strike a bargain with them, work a few honest days' work, and then they can go over to Winchester and begin business relations, strengthening both and getting some fucking help over to the town. Which is what's been in the back of my mind for the past few sessions.
There you go. All right, so there's the choice. So you present the choice to them. It's like, you know what? You guys should go legit. You guys will strengthen your business and also get the protection and everything you guys need, so that way you're more or less... You're not going to be absolutely immune to random raiders, but unless they're crazy enough to go against an entire network straight on, then yeah, no. They'll still raid. That's what raiders do. They'll raid their caravans, or they'll raid out in the wastelands, but only if they're big and crazy enough.
I just had an insane thought right now, too.
Shoot.
Okay. What's it called? So it's agreed. We are going to send them to the Starlight rest stop first.
Right.
I'm going to make sure we have something in writing saying that they were sent by Doc and Kneecaps, and that they want to work. They're on the up and up, and they can bring a whole lot of merch over.
Mm-hmm.
And if need be, this could also get some work for Big T as well.
Networking, I like it.
Bingo. Big T does all the hauling. They handle the security. Everyone gets on the ranch. Big T makes some moolah. Abby makes some moolah. And let's see. And the money siblings get the safety they want and need.
All right, yeah. Well,
so yeah, I present that to the
I totally dig that. It's a little bit more than what I was going with, but you know what? Let's go. I like how you guys are thinking. I like how you guys are, developing the world a bit more. Let's get it involved. So that's what we'll do then. So I'm gonna just narrate this. So yes, that's what will happen. So the money siblings, as now you've deemed them, they will go legit, go to Abby, and yeah, totally get that set up. In the meantime, they will also figure out how to haul this thing. Now they can also extend this into an actual business, or the Starlight has an actual, not just a rest stop, but they have a proper store in this area to set up shop at. And like you said too, definitely. Well, this could either be a storefront or a warehouse, an actual warehouse. Actually, that's probably what a good idea would probably be. This would become a storage facility for this area. And like I said, they can set up shop here. This Starlight can set up shop here and take care of that. So yeah, that's the way that's how it'll go down then. And with that, boss will be extremely overjoyed. He's like, man, I don't know what to say, actually. I mean, you guys is the best people who's ever come through here. The first people that comes in through that door to get hired turned out to be the best people I've ever met.
A little kindness goes a long way, sir.
Yeah, I guess so. If only I met guys like you sooner, I probably wouldn't gotten to Raiden in the first place. That's why, but then again, I had to do what I had to do to take care of my family.
And no one will blame you for it, sir.
You see Doc nodding. Yep. The universe works in its mysterious and odd way.
Yeah, never was cut out for Raiden, but was good at finding things. That's when I found this place and, figured, hey, maybe I could set up shop here and, get out of the Raiden gig. But yeah. Alright. Well, if you guys need anything else, just let me know. In fact, you know what? I'll even let you take a small cut of the goods inside the trailer. I mean, hey, it's more than fair. You guys have done more for me than I ever could.
We'll take what we need, sir.
And I'll put in a good word to Abby, that Abby girl of yours you told me about for you. She'll know for sure that it was you guys. We'll work out some kind of special deals or something.
Indeed. Just do me one favor.
Yeah, what's that, buddy?
Does the name Cherry Bomb ring any bells?
Oh, that crazy broad?
Yeah, her.
Oh, don't tell me you got mixed up with that broad.
We're the ones who made her go boom.
That was you guys?
Yep.
Huh. I don't envy you guys. You're either the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met. Actually, I used to either the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met, or you're you're just crazy at that point. That or you got a death wish.
We had help. I can't really give all the credit to us two. But yeah, she's dead and gone. Just keep your head low and make no mention of what happened to her. All right?
Oh yeah, I ain't happening over here. Believe you me, I ain't doing. I wasn't part of her gang or any of the gangs affiliated with her. But if you was a raider, you know the Cherry Bomb sister. You know the Bomb sister, the Boom Boom sisters.
Glad to hear it. Good man.
Yeah.
And with that, I believe the Doc and I will take our leave.
Yeah. And again, like I said, don't forget to collect your severance pay, I guess.
We will, sir. Again, we'll take what we need and be on our way.
Alright. And then with that, you guys can take some of the stuff and be on your way.
Ambrosia, how many quantums do you think we would be good with? I want to say like maybe 5 each.
I think that's more than enough.
Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Each of you just in roll 20 hit a d20. Roll a d20 on each of you.
8.
Okay, 8 for you. 14. Okay.
So going by that measure, I took me an 8-pack, and Ambrosia took a partially opened 20-pack.
You know what? Yeah, hang on. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Yeah, so you took a 6-pack, and Ambrosia decided to pick up 2 6-packs. So 18 between the two of you, roughly. I'll just round around. So let me go ahead and add that into your inventories. And how are you guys feeling right now? I think we're about to wrap up for the evening.
A good idea.
Yeah,
Since I'm only powering through due to my second cup of coffee.
Okay, goody. We'll do a wrap.
As it stands, I am tired from work and running around, and I'm looking at a
That's
busy
why
morning
that's why I'm like, okay, I was hoping to get this done last week, but again, we had internet connection issues. Thank God, not tonight. But yeah, we got that done, and plus, you guys managed to steer this in a whole other direction. I was not actually planning for that. It was a potential, but not like this. It was potential for them to go legit, and that's kind of what I had. This was literally up to you guys. It was either these are going to be legit businessmen or semi-legit. You either go full legit, stay semi, or you just blow them away and take what's theirs. And take what's yours now because the owners are dead. So, but the way you guys kind of handled it, I'm like, you know what? I like this. I'm going to lean into it hard. And lean I did. Where am I going with this thing? Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Derp. Doc. Nuka-Cola Quantum. And then, where's kneecaps? That you is. Let me also put that into your inventory as well. And I'll just prop it up in the correct number. So you have 6 of them. And Doc has a dozen. There we go. And you know what? Let me also do this too. Where's my D? Let me roll this. Actually, you know what? Let me do this too. 2 and 4. Okay, I'll roll that. So, you guys each have, you guys took, yeah, that works. So, let me get Nuka-Cola. This is kneecap. So, kneecaps, not only you, so you took 1 6-pack of Quantum and 2 6-packs of Standard. And Doc, on the other hand, well, I guess, you know, being the person that she is, yeah, she took twice as that. So yeah, you took one and 2. She took 2 and 4. More so, it seems fair too that she gets the better share because, well, she did a lot of the back work. You did a lot of the talking, but because she made such a great impression with not only fixing up the bots and helping out the dogs and, you know, making that great impression that you guys got off to a really good foot. So yeah, she deserves that. Plus, she's like, sugar.
See Doc hugging the bottles with this little gremlin smile and a little laugh.
Thyself, child.
Now that she, oh god, I just thought of it right now. Not really, but she's got bright neon soda. All she needs now are some orange colored chips. Wrong color of soda, but she's got bright neon blue soda. She just needs orange colored chips.
You don't get it.
Mountain Dew Doritos.
Gremlin Doc.
Oh no! Wait, no! I just had a thought.
Yo.
She needs Doritos because she already no. She needs the Taco Bell Dorito taco to go with her Baja Blast.
There you go, right? She'll become Gremlin Doc, not to be confused with Gremlin Diva. Oh, boy.
One pilots the mech, the other builds it.
But yeah, so with that, you guys have completed this little side quest and are free to continue your journeys through the wasteland. Let me put us back to the main map real fast. Because, yeah, that other event will be happening soon-ish. Bloop. So yeah, the Super Duper Mart is now part of the Starlight Rest Stop. Well, it's now part of the Starlight Caravan. Anyways, alright, so I think we're good here. Damn, too bad Fields wasn't available for the evening. Because if he was, we could have set up the other... We could totally have set him on. Like I said, I have his introduction ready to go. We just need to find a night where all of us are on. So that will come in the future. Anyways, with that, we have finished this little mini chapter, and you guys are free to continue your adventures. But as we have mentioned, it is about that time. I will close this out here in a moment, but just to put it on the stream real fast. Hang on. So, I did create my little AFK screen for our game in case we needed it. Because, yeah, last week I did need to go AFK for a moment. And, like I said, I've prepared some music for it, and it sounds really cool. But anyways, I actually wanted to use that for a moment. I got to use it. Yay! Anyways, with that, we are all done for the evening. Again, thank you so much to my good friends Ambrosia Hartnett and Zawarsman for joining me again. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
I am so glad this went the way I thought it would.
Yes. Not all of my encounters are going to be complete just blow brains out and loot stuff. I mean, they'll probably go. I mean, every event, every single encounter can devolve that way. I mean, it depends on how you so choose to be. It's like, oh, wow, you guys just want to blow away the settlement. Okay. Let's start combat and start shooting at things. But anyways, so that aside, I'm glad you guys had a good time. I really, really had a good time doing this. And look forward to our next session. Hopefully, we'll be able to be joined by the other player who... his schedule, I might be up in the air yet now, but we'll see. Hopefully things will work out. Anyways, so with that, I will bid all of you guys a good evening, farewell, and make sure that you always check the expiration date on that bottle of Nuka-Cola, because, yeah, don't know. I mean, this stuff was made before the war, so it's probably 200 years old. But then again, the expiration date on those things is... Well, there's probably enough preservatives in there. They'll last 2,000 years. It's like, oh, let's see. Nuka-Cola. Good, best before 2877. Or the year 3000. There we go.
I'm sorry, Nuka-Cola are like Twinkies. They just keep going.
What's that? Say again, my dear.
Nuka-Cola is like Twinkies. They just keep.
Yeah, the only thing that can survive a nuclear holocaust, a nuclear apocalypse. Cola, Nuka-Cola, Twinkies, roaches. And we know at least cola and roaches have survived. Haven't seen Twinkies yet in the Fallout universe, but who knows?
If they were still named Twinkies in that universe.
It's possible.
In the copyrights.
Although, it's probably one of those snack cakes. I'll have to look those up later on. But anyways, rambling aside, I've been St. Luther. You guys have been amazing. I hope to catch you guys again next time for our next session. Until then, be safe on the wasteland, my friends. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Later, Rots.